Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is now in the zone. That's the zone we've been waiting for. We've been very patient over the recent weeks. It has been very boring. At least this is an exciting day. So I thought I'll give you a bonus middle of the day update as Bitcoin seems to be flushing this whole thing and as it seems to be ready to complete this correction here at any time. Let me just make sure I'm adjusting something. Yeah, so Bitcoin obviously coming down, still within this pattern, so within this descending, broadening wedge pattern we've been tracking now for a while. No breakout yet to the upside, so no reason to panic in any direction really. It's still in the support zone, and essentially we've been waiting for lower prices. And also what I highlighted to you in the previous video, we were waiting for the RSI to hit 30. It's done that, yeah, so we're there now. This is also giving us a hidden bullish divergence. It's quite massive, that one is, where the RSI made a lower low, but a higher low on the price chart, okay, daily, yeah, and the RSI is at 30, so all of that together is a pretty good signal. I mean, I'm looking for a reversal here in this region. I mean, you can always be wrong, right? I mean, nobody's got the crystal ball. It's all about probabilities. And essentially, if it forms a low here somewhere, it would be a nice low because it made a clear low. Yeah, that's what I want. And then ideally an impulsive reversal. And you know how quickly these can turn around. I mean, let's just look at what happened before. I mean, this wasn't even so dramatic. This one here, that was on the 15th of June, but it reversed so quickly. Yeah, within a couple of days, Bitcoin had already recovered quite a bit. And don't forget about the altcoins. They have recovered quite a bit as well. That one was quite dramatic in March. Everybody was very bearish, remember. Bitcoin also reached the area around the golden ratio, the 61.8 retracement back then, between the 50% and the 61.8. Look at where we are now. I mean, I can actually take away the 38.2 fib level. We don't need that at this stage, but you see it better that way. We're basically in the same situation in which we have been in March. We didn't panic in this community. We knew a sell-off was coming, and we used that area to buy. And honestly, for me, in these situations, I don't use leverage until we have a confirmed reversal. So this sort of catching the falling knife is simply spot, because I have no clear stop I can set. Okay, so this is just spot, but getting a good average price, increasing position size as we go lower. I started to buy again yesterday. So wait, no, I bought here, somewhere here, can't remember where exactly, it was here. Took some profits up here, 40% of that, never everything, yeah, because I'm looking at a potential third wave rally, right? Now buying again, starting small up here, going a little larger, and the so far largest position of those three today. And that's just sort of pyramiding in, but still leaving cash aside, of course, for that trend reversal when it gets confirmed, to go in more aggressively with a tight stop. That's sort of the strategy that I've mentioned many times on this channel, that also all channel members know. Nobody needs to use that strategy, but for me, it's the best way to approach the market. I'm too lazy for anything else. I mean, I'm also busy doing analysis, but I'm too lazy for anything else. And it's too stressful, anything else, right? That's important. So just sort of lazy, scaling into these support areas, building that core position. Why bother with altcoins too much anyway, when they are not outperforming Bitcoin, Ethereum in the long run anyway? Short-term trading opportunities, altcoins, yes, but Bitcoin, Ethereum, they've stood the test of time. And you can see again in this sell-off, Bitcoin is doing a bit of a, Bitcoin is having a bit of a cough, yeah, and the altcoins, they are just sort of massively going to the hospital these days again. So yeah, it's essentially where we want to have it. Bullish divergence, no, hidden bullish divergence. Maybe it's also going to form a bullish divergence if we get that wave 4 and 5, but Bitcoin might just not bother. I'm not sure if it's going to do that wave 4 and 5. If we now get a break above 29,225, an impulsive one, it would be the first strong confirmation that a low is in. An early indication would be a break above 28,650 or 660. And yeah, this could still be the third wave. A 4 and 5 are still likely in my opinion, but it doesn't need it. It doesn't need it, and it will be interesting how the daily candle closes here, because we have just broken the trend line. Now, I wouldn't call that a sustained break yet. If the trend line, if the price gets back above the trend line on the daily time frame, I think that could be quite bullish. But I don't use trend lines mainly in my analysis, okay? So they are not really part of the system, but I show them still. And sometimes they are relevant for, to track structures. But I wouldn't say this is bearish because the trend line broke. That is not necessarily the case, because they can always be fake outs, okay? Like this one to the upside. You could have also said this is bullish because it broke, but we didn't get bullish on this chart because it could have just been a fake out, right? You get lots of fake outs in a volatile market, and Bitcoin can still drop further if it needs to, but obviously it's running out of steam at some point. It's now still fighting with that trend line. You could say 28K. The RSI is already quite low. So it's now the time and the period or the area where I'm accumulating, waiting for that third wave rally, or at least a significant corrective rally that could happen. Because the third wave rally is not guaranteed. But I mean, we are now in a situation where typically if a day like that happens, even if it's here like this, where we had a significant sell-off, that was here between the April top and the 23rd of April low, where Bitcoin dropped also from like 31K to 27. We had a significant rally afterwards, the day after. So you at least get something normally. So it's going to be interesting. And obviously I'm looking for a clear low like this one. This was great in March. So I explained it a few days ago that Bitcoin typically either scares people out of the market or bores people out. I think in this correction it did both. So it's going to be interesting. I'm going to observe that for you, obviously. You get additional updates as a gold member during the day. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.